So you've decided you want to try out ice fishing here in Ohio. And one of the most important things that you want to consider before getting involved is safety equipment. Now, probably first and foremost is the way you're dressed. Now, undergarments such as fleeces or wool undergarments are really a great choice. Your outer gear, you're going to want something that's waterproof, windproof, something like that that's going to keep you kind of warm and dry while you're out there. What I'm wearing currently is actually a float suit. This tends to be kind of a big investment, and it's something that somebody may consider once they are fully invested in the idea of ice fishing. In lieu of that, I would recommend bringing out something like a life jacket or a throw cushion. Another thing that you want to consider would be having a safety rope of some sort. It doesn't have to be anything quite like this, but a length of rope, at least 20 feet or so, that's strong enough to pull the weight of a person out of the ice. Another consideration is going to be ice picks. These right here are really a great tool and have saved many lives. If you were to go through the ice at any point, you're going to want to be able to use these, have them available where you can stab them into the ice. These have a retractable shield on them. I don't know if you can see that clearly, but you can stab them into the ice and help to pull yourself out. Other items that you may want to consider would be something like ice cleats. These right here are going to give you the traction that you need to be able to walk on ice. Generally, when you have snow cover, as we have out here, they're not as critical, but something I would recommend wearing because the extra traction is great to have. Another tool that we're going to cover is an ice spud. I'll demonstrate this later in the video, but this is a great tool for doing an initial test of whether or not the ice is safe enough to walk on. Another important consideration is being able to communicate while you're out on the ice. Having a cell phone with you, unless it's waterproof like this one, I would recommend placing it inside of a bag so that you're sure that it's going to be dry in the event that you may need it. Another thing you'd like to consider would be going out with a group of friends, or a friend at the very least, or going out into an area where you have several other fishermen present, so that you know that in the event that anything might occur, that there's someone around that may be able to assist you. So another thing you'll want to do is establish what we call a float plan. And this is just letting somebody know where you're at and when you intend to return from your trip. But this is important, just in case anything were to happen, that somebody knows where they can start looking for you. Now, I say all this stuff and we go through all this gear, not to scare anybody, but just so that you're prepared in the event that something could happen.